dental hygienist. You know, basically they do 90% of the fucking work, and then the dentist comes in for the save at the end to do like the little like thing.
Closer.
Makes like 400, 500 grand a year, and the dental hygienist does all the fucking work.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
It's a racket I wish I'd have gotten into.
Yeah, it's some sort of like Jeff Bezos situation the dentists have got for themselves.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Very possibly for the first time.
Well, we're on speed mode here because my internet has been off and on at best today, starting. So,
but you have the best, don't you?
I have the only option here. Comcast, Xfinity. They have their monopoly is full. They have a full grasp on Marin up here.
In my area, that's what I have too. It's Comcast. Like I said, they had AT&T was in here, but it was like the best they can offer was like
dial
35 megabits a second. So I was like, yeah,
it's not going to cut it.
Why bother? Fuck.
Right, you can turn like you can stream. You can have only 4 things connected to the internet at one time.
Yeah.
One of them can't be your TV. You actually hope you didn't throw away your rabbit ears because you actually need those still with the Comcast with the dial-up speeds.
The people that had this house, they had the old school like cable setup. Like they had little fucking cable wires hanging out everywhere.
Oh, nice. Oh, in every room too?
Yeah. I ripped those fuckers right out of the wall.
Man, I remember that. That was a whole... You would have to call them out, and they would have to come out and
run the coax
go underneath your fucking house, drill, put a splitter on the main attachment, and you had too many split off, then it was degrading and all this shit. And now that's not even a thing. You just need the internet.
Just the internet. That's all you got. That's all you need.
But at the same time,
you need we have one because that's where the internet comes through the one cable out the back and then
full gas
into the Wi-Fi unit.
But then you also realize that you're so dependent on the internet working. Because I'm putting my daughter to bed, and it's hot as fuck here now, and we have these fans, and I bought all those little smart plugs, so I have them plugged in, so I can say, "Hey Google, turn off Charlie's bedroom," or when she goes to bed, I say, "Hey Google, turn off the music, turn off the fan in 20 minutes." And then I leave, and then 20 minutes later it turns off. And I'm talking to it, and I'm like getting frustrated. Like, why isn't this turning off? And I'm like, oh yeah. And then my daughter's like, oh, is that why the TV doesn't work either? I'm like, yeah.
Yep, that would be it. Fuck.
Just brutal.
When we moved in, so like the package I got was like 600 megabits a second, and all the other shit.
Nice.
Probably like
a lot of people at your house, and they're all using. They got. I mean, your kids
the
have
bandwidth black hole. This is the bandwidth
phone, tablet, computer. At least all of them have those 3. At least.
Yep. Then all the smart devices. It's just,
Xbox. Oh, there's so much shit. It's just so much.
I'm sure we're draining the block has suffered since we moved in.
Kids get home from school. It's just like you just see the neighborhood lights flicker. It's like
like the old school.
It's surging.
But I got that, and then probably a week into it, I was like, damn, this thing is not any better. Look, 20 megabits a second. I was like,
oh,
but we said up to. I was like, yeah, but we got to be close. Not from 20 to 600. It's quite a jump.
I mean, if you were pulling 550 and they said 600, all right. Okay, I'll give you that. 25 saying 600. That's not even.
Pulling like a sixth of what I was promised. Get out of here with that shit.
That's not going to work. So what did you have to do? You have to call them up already?
Yeah, and the next day it was corrected.
Weird how that happens.
Oh, I always like this too. I was like, did you try resetting your router? Really? Tell me how I can reset the router.
They're like, you want me to send a refresh signal? I'm like, no. Because I already did that shit like fucking 4 times while I was waiting for your ass on the phone.
Well, I was on hold. I was on hold for an hour. Listen to the elevator music.
Yeah. We're excited to help you here at Comcast. We pride ourselves on our customer service. Like, really, I'm about to fucking hang myself on the hold line here.
Yeah,
and you pride yourself on this? Oh, Lordy. But yeah. Well,
I will die if ever one day we get enough listeners and they pick us up like, hey, we'll be your sponsor.
I'd be like, you know what? You don't have to pay
only
us.
Only listen to future episodes. Just don't go back.
Don't bother yourself with the back catalog. It's mostly lies and hearsay anyway. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Man, you've been having Northern California's been getting pummeled by a heat wave here.
It's hot. It is hot.
I took a look at the app. It looked like you guys are going to be triple digits for the whole until like next Monday, for like 6 or 7 days in a row.
Yeah.
No thanks.
It's kind of disheartening when you wake up and you go outside. It's like 7 a.m. and it's 82 degrees. You're like, oh fuck.
God damn. I made sure to get up and get my run in early this morning, and even still, I was still sweating my ass off at like 6:30 in the morning running around. But I knew there's no way it was going to happen at 4. It's a death sentence.
Oh man, no, yeah, you're gonna get heat stroke for sure.
Heat stroking. Heat stroking. I'm not talking about jerking one off in the hammock on the summer.
Oh man,
that's some real heat stroking right there.
That is some heat stroking.
Oh, mercy me. But hopefully internet's restored so we can finish off the last chapter of Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're on the last one.
Oh.
Where you 6, I think? Yeah. Chapter or episode? I don't know how they do it. They're trying to be fancy.
I always say episode, but I think they do chapter or something.
Yeah.
Something else. Yeah. Whatever. There you go.
Yeah. Have you made it past what were you at, 3? Or you were just in the middle? You were on 3 or something?
I'm all caught up. Yeah, I was all the way through 5.
Nice. Vader.
I got all the way through 5. Yep, Vader.
Evil.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
He's kind of into killing kids with lightsabers.
Yeah.
Just murdering kids. Oh, Lord.
Well.
I did.
I guess why he's the evil master of the universe.
Yeah. I did find it, spoiler alert, on the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, by the way. Spoiler alert. The third sister, for the first 4 episodes, complete BA. Total badass. Savage.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, kind of, she shows like no weakness, and then all of a sudden goes soft in like a 2-minute conversation with Obi-Wan Kenobi. What? That was the one thing I was like...
She's hunting Vader? It's like, oh.
And I was like, oh. And then Vader's like, you really think I didn't see it coming? I'm like, oh, bitch, he got you. He fucking lured you right in.
There's no fooling him. Come on now.
But I think all those little that lightsaber Padawan fight exercise practice thing that they had, I think that was all new footage that they were filming.
Oh,
because didn't Hayden Christensen look pretty? Didn't he look older, like much older?
I have to pay more attention.
Okay,
I wasn't like looking at his face.
Let me see.
He disgusts me as Darth Vader, so I can't really look at it.
Oh, okay. Now he is. He's 41. So they must have put a heavy CGI on that. Yeah, some sort of filter on that one.
Little TikTok filter on
that. The old TikTok on that one. Because, I guess he would have been like a teenager or something. Right? Isn't that when kind of episode 1 took place?
Well, if he's 40...
Or the actor's 40.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he probably filmed it, so in 1999, so he went with 20.
Oh, yeah, it's probably 20. So you could probably get away with playing a 16 to 18-year-old when you're 20 as opposed to playing a 16 or 18-year-old when you're 41. You would think. Oh, man.
That would be
yeah.
There was some show, I can't remember what it was, where it's like somebody posing in high school. Hey kids, what's going on? Who's the old dude? I can't remember.
Who's the old dude?
I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was a cartoon. But
that's pretty funny. Well, it's like when you go back. I saw some meme or something. It was like it was a picture of like John Travolta and shit from Grease, and these people be looking like they're fucking 35, and they're like, people really thought that they were convincing people they were like 16 years old.
I know.
They look really old now when you look at them. You're like, damn, they did look grown up, like very old.
Right. I never thought about that. You're right. They're supposed to be high schoolers, but it's like, no. High school is like they're going to their 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
After filming.
Oh, man. That's, yeah. Oh, man. Well, the weather seems to have broke right now, but the problem is that, it's getting nice. What do you want to do? Open the thing up, go outside. The fucking mosquitoes are here for you.
Yeah.
They got me. I'm scratching here like a dog with fleas.
It's like a plague.
Brutal.
I don't know. I got a story.
Let's hear it. Let's have it.
So
the Cerny sluts.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Cerny sluts are going to think I'm a terrible person. But anyway. Melanie came home, it was the other night, and she goes, one of these kids I know in school says Zach was like trolling their Twitter account, like posting shit on their Twitter account.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
Wait, what? Is she a junior?
Yeah.
Damn. And Zach's freshman or sophomore now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Freshman.
Okay.
So I said, let me see. And like, it's like this person had like, so it looked like Zach had like, but like 15 things. But the way it was written, I was like, that doesn't sound like, I know how the boy speaks.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what does Zach say? She's like, he says one of his friends. I was like, all right, bring him to me. So then I said,
bring him to me?
That's
like what the Roman, like, bring him to me. Bring him to me.
So he comes out and I said, what's going on? So I said this, he goes, it was one of my friends. I said, this is your account though, right? He said, yeah. I was like, your friend has access to your account? He's like,
oh no.
Well, yeah, I gave him my password.
Oh boy.
I was like, what? I said, no, hold on. What's this person's name? He said, well, I don't really know. I said, wait a minute. What? He's like, well, I know his gamer tag because I play with him. I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me.
Oh.
Right? And I was like, looking at him, I said, I don't believe this. This is like when the cops pull you over and you got a fucking bag of dope in your pocket, though. That's not mine. Holding it for a friend.
Yeah.
That's basically. Yeah. He's like, I was like, but you go to the school with them, right? Because obviously they're trolling this specific person. Well, yeah. And then he goes and let me ask my friend. So his name is, he told me his name. Mm-hmm. I was like, so please walk me through the events here that lead you to just hand over your password to your account. Well, he asked because his was blocked. I said, what the fuck? Okay. So then it was about 20 minutes of reaming him about how stupid that was. Insane. I was like, you just handed it over because someone asked? I mean, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, that is pretty stupid. I said, yeah, it's dumb. I said, why don't you just give me your bank account while you're at it?
Yeah, give him your login, your fucking Wells Fargo account.
I said, so we're doing that. And then, so this is where the plot turns.
So it's just basically younger brother fucking with older sister's friends. Nothing new about this scenario.
Yeah. So, but then it was like, so then the kid, it was text or DMing Melanie saying, because he had posted, I went 3 for 3 in my game today.
Okay.
And then it was just getting shit. Yeah. So he plays baseball. So then he said, so Melanie comes out and this gives me this speech like, well, he says he's not really mad at the comments. He would just like them taken down because there's scouts looking at his social media. I said, first off, I don't give a shit what this kid wants to tell me what he's mad at and what he's not mad at, okay? Second off, scouts don't give a fuck about other people, what some other troll right on your account. And then I started thinking, if you really had scouts coming out to watch your game, you wouldn't be celebrating a 3-for-3. You'd be getting them on the daily.
Yes.
Which that leads me to do some researching. I said, give me this freaking kid's name.
Oh.
Go to Max Preps.
Max Preps. I was going to say.
So this kid's
batting like 230.
This kid's a junior. Okay. He's only played in 2 games. He has 0 hits. He's pitched in 2.2 innings, and he has an 8 ERA. Oof. I was like, there isn't. I said, maybe the Boy Scouts are coming to see him. There's no other scout. There's no other fucking scout going to watch this kid play. I don't give a he's like if his mom comes out and watches this, just disaster. Then I went on I think it was a 30-minute jag about this kid needs some friends like Chip and Cern. Because if one of our friends said some shit like that and they hadn't sniffed the grass unless it was garbage innings, you would hear it.
Promptly put in place, I think.
Talking about scouts. Well, she says, well, there are scouts at the games. I said, not to see his ass warm the bench.
The scouts come to see one individual. And usually it's not you. You know if they're coming to see you. There's a bit of hubbub.
So it's like, because he went 3-for-3, so obviously this was in Legion or whatever it was.
Oh, okay. Summer ball.
So I looked, summer ball, because he has a 0 batting average in high school career. So I was like,
maybe he's going to blossom. His senior year, he'll blossom.
I don't know. Maybe. I was like, what's this kid talking about scouts?
Jesus. Well, that's an interesting thing as well, because my wife went to the dentist today. Oh. And I'm like, well, if they're good, let me know so I can. I think I just need to get back.
Potentially schedule an appointment.
I need to maybe go to the dentist. I can't ride the thing about, my dentist skipped town, so that means I don't have to go. That's not a plausible excuse anymore. But anyway, she was talking. She was saying that her son, who's 9, this is the dental hygienist. Basically they do 90% of the fucking work, and then the dentist comes in for the save at the end to do the little thing.
Closer.
Makes $400,000, $500,000 a year, and the dental hygienist does all the fucking work.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
It's a racket I wish I'd have gotten into.
Yeah, it's some sort of Jeff Bezos situation the dentists have got for themselves.
And usually it's they work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or some shit like that. It's not even every day.
Can he see you next week? Oh no, he really has to protect his schedule. He's only working 15 hours this week. And he likes to have
he's going to be out
4 days off in a row.
And the week after that, he's probably going to go to his house in Hawaii. And then from there,
he's got a golf tournament out there,
Fiji,
a pro-am.
And then he'll be back.
Yeah, he's a pro-am with he's hitting with fucking Bubba Watson. John
What's
Daly.
that new place? What's that new golf?
Golf. LIV.
Yeah.
LIV.
Right.
LIV, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That I couldn't believe. I saw that come across on Instagram, and I'm like, this seems like a big deal because they kicked Phil Mickelson, all these major players off the PGA, out of the PGA, because they basically signed on to do one of these LIV tournaments. Have you read or heard any about this?
I haven't really dove into it. I just saw.
So brace yourselves, Cerny Sleds and Chipmunks. We're going to speak a little bit off the cuff here, and we're not totally sure if these facts are correct or not, but this is what I think. Essentially, the way that my read on it is, if let's pretend there was a new NBA that came out, like the ABA or something, and then the Warriors and LeBron and some people from the Celtics were like, well, I want to play in the new league too and the NBA. And the NBA is like, no, you got to pick one. And they go, okay, I want to play in this one because they're paying me more money. And the NBA says, okay, you can never play in the NBA again. That's essentially what happened, from my understanding.
And it's funded by Saudi Arabian wealth or something like that?
Yes, tons of Saudi money. But then there's a little bit of nuance with golf because there's other, I'm not a big golf person, but there's other, I think they're called majors, like Augusta or the U.S. Open or some shit like that. That
Masters.
They are PGA events, but they also have their own rules. So technically, Phil Mickelson could play in the LIV thing and in one of these other majors, but not other PGA. I don't know. That's where they kind of lost me. But anyway, it seems interesting. But I think the PGA needs a little bit better product. If you're losing your biggest stars just for some cash money,
for what it looks like, left and right.
Yeah, so they better figure something out quick because you can't be hemorrhaging your big stars.
I wonder if you could bet on who's the next player to get booted from the PGA. Sorry,
that's good. I
wonder.
I know a couple people that if there was action on it, they would want some action on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Cerny?
Usually this person likes to drink a Coors Light.
Yeah, exclusively. And we will be, we're only a couple weeks out from being at their house. Well, at their mom's house.
That's true.
And already Joe was putting out the shit talking has kicked off for the pickle off.
It has.
Joe has already sent a photo displaying what he have a six rack of quart mason jars, stuff full.
Yep.
I don't know. And then there was the thing about a smoker having a smoke off or something, which I'm like.
And then a pizza off, right?
Well, the pizza I'm down with that, but the smoker, unless we're talking about smoking up fat fucking J's like Snoop Dogg, I can't participate in the smoker contest.
You should get yourself a roller, a professional roller like he does.
Snoop Dogg's blunt roller. I think, what was he making? $50K a year?
Something
rolling,
like that, yeah.
Rolling joints and blunts for Snoop Dogg? Damn.
That's the life right there.
Talk about, you must just be stoned out of your gourd 24/7. Because there's no way you're rolling all that and not smoking one up when you're
not dipping in. Dipping in.
And Snoop's just like,
you got to make sure that it's quality. It's going to hold together.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got to give one a test run.
One for me, one for you, one for me, one for you. Do you think he's using... I don't think Snoop would want other people's saliva. I feel that Snoop would... Maybe there's a... if you have to stamp a lot of letters, is there some sort of like...
like a seal, like a wax seal
like a sealer thing, yeah. He might need that for
old Snoop seals.
Yeah. And then Snoop, do you think he's rolling his blunts in backwoods, or is he a Swisher guy, or I wonder
he's probably got his own paper. He
might have his own. He's probably has his own white labeled tobacco wrapper.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
He's not going to the gas station.
No, it's like 2 packs of Swishers, please. Thanks. I was like, Snoop? You're like, yeah. That's what the roller does. That's what the roller guy goes. He has to go to the gas station.
I'm thinking grape flavor today, baby.
Yeah. Snoop, do you think he has a whole, array? He's like, okay, I got some Black and Milds. I got some Backwoods. I got some other ones that I put some.
Oh yeah, he's probably got like a big ass humidor
rosin
with
in
joints.
Or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, big humidor joints, like probably different strains.
Yeah, you want the high, you want the low, you want the head, you want the body. Like, what are you going for, Snoop? I'll fix you up any which way you need. I'll fix you up.
The full body.
Full body. Yeah, I would imagine Snoop's got a pretty good setup for himself. But and to be in a place where you can afford someone to pay them $50,000 to roll all your blunts.
You are living it.
Yeah, you're in a good place in life. You don't you don't wake up every morning like checking your fucking checking account to make sure there's enough to cover.
They check
your DoorDash from last night. You're in a good place. You're in a good place. There. So, now the we had our Chip and Cern show offsite team building, where we went to the Giants game with Joe and your dad and you and myself. Thanks again to your brother for getting the Rona, coming down with the COVID. Freed up a seat for me. Slid right in there. Thank you very much. And I decided that was such a good idea. I gathered up another group of buddies, and we're going to the A's Mariners game tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, man.
A real burner in the AL West.
Oh man. I think the A's are the worst team in baseball.
Yes, I think they're 23-49 or something like that. Does that seem right?
That seems right.
I mean, the Mariners aren't tearing it down either, but the A's are just.
The Mariners at least have some upside. They have a bunch of rookies that they're grooming. I think they have. What's his name? Julio Rodriguez.
I don't know.
J-Rod, I think. Yeah. So he's like the number one. Like he's kicking ass, I believe.
Nice. Well, that's good. And tickets are cheap. So
I would hope so.
We're eyeballing. We're letting it ride to the day of the game. So I'll buy tomorrow morning.
I don't think they'll be sold out. I think you're good.
No,
there.
I think we'll be fine. We're looking literally Field Club, kind of right behind the dish. I've seen them already for around under $30. So I'm hoping tomorrow we can snag a couple tickets for $20. That's my hope. So stay tuned for next week's episode to see how it turned out. But probably get to work on my tan because it'll be in high noon.
Ooh, yeah, Oakland too. It's supposed to be a little warmer.
Might be a little bit toasty, but
in that stadium is horrendous.
It's on almost every level. The fucking bathrooms suck. It's brutal. And the only good thing is that the last time I went with my buddy, also the Rams fan. He's also a Mariners fan as well. Horns up, of course. Ramley, #Ramley. And we literally pulled in the parking lot like 30 minutes before first pitch. Parking all over the place, like you're pulling up at a JV high school football game or something. Like you can just park wherever you want. I don't even know if they were charging us. It's just do whatever you want.
They gave up.
Yeah, they gave up trying, and we just cracked the back of our thing, had a sandwich, had a beer, and then we just kind of walked on in, and not much fanfare or hoopla to get through to get into that park. It was easy peasy.
And remember the fans.
Yeah.
Remember the fan? We used to argue with them all the time. We used to go to the Giants games.
It's like,
remember they're yelling steroids and shit, and you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Do we remember the origin story of the steroid issue?
Yeah,
fucking Bash Brothers, yo.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Who wrote Juiced? Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now, remember when that book came out and everyone's like, oh, it's full of bullshit? Didn't most of it come out to be true?
Yeah, I think it was. Everyone's like, this is garbage. This guy is just trying to be relevant. This is bullshit.
Yeah. It's a quick
piece
read,
after
though.
piece that started coming through. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe he is telling the truth.
He's if he wasn't so, he just the way he presents himself and everything, it's just, you can't.
It was almost like he wrote the book by himself with no help. Like, remember how it was written? You're like,
It was like a third grade reading level or something.
Yeah, I was like, this is interesting. I remember buying it when it first came out on Amazon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I gotta see it. And they're like, this the Slump Buster. They had all those.
Oh, that's right. Fucking craziness.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, wow, this is a little wild.
A little wild. Yeah. I mean, and then you hear, I know Lenny Dykstra did a book as well, the Philly, and he had some crazy fucking stories in there too about.
Yeah, I heard him on a podcast and I was like, oh my God, this guy is off the wall.
Oh, he was definitely, I mean, obviously super reckless, and he was more the anomaly, not the standard, but yeah, he
was a part of that whole
crazy shit.
Was he on the Mets too, wasn't he?
Yes.
With Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah. So I think there was a lot of
Doc
stuff
yeah,
going on.
they were on the party bus there.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't
the organization at that time was Cocaine Central.
Yeah, and there was something, I'm remembering the story about he would get women kind of like in a U-Haul. Basically, he had a group of friends that would find chicks that wanted to bang him, and he would get a U-Haul and they would like park it down behind the stadium or something, and like in between innings or after the game, he would go and fuck them real quick, and then he'd come out and crazy shit like that.
Like what?
I mean, it seemed too crazy to make up.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's so insane that it
how
has
could
to
you
be
think
true.
about that? Yeah, it had to be true. But anyway, fact check all those things.
Yeah,
we don't believe in it. That's all allegedly. It's all alleged.
Alleged. Google it.
You better Google that if your Comcast hasn't let you down yet. Google it.
It's hanging by the threads.
Oh, we're teetering right now. I did take it as a sign, though, around 3 o'clock that when my internet was putzing around, I was like, clearly the universe doesn't need me working because I have to have more important matters to attend to. Like
when the universe is pointing that way, you gotta answer it. Like, okay,
you just gotta go. Answer the call.
The boss calls, what's going on? Like, the universe said I shouldn't be working, so.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't hear you. My internet's down. My internet is down.
You have to communicate with the smoke signal.
Yes. I'll look forward to receiving your courier pigeon in 3 to 4 business days. Thank you. Yeah. So, there's no place to call or chat with Xfinity people anymore. They send you through the robot. Chatbot. So now extracting money from them for, having 6 hours of my life inconvenienced, having to restart my modem 100 times. I don't know how I'm going to do that now because they make it nearly impossible to chat with the person. So I don't know.
You know who does that too? Verizon.
Everyone's doing it now.
Yeah, they're pretty bad at that.
Fuck. It's so annoying. The consumer needs more power. They need more power and authority, but we can't have any if there's one internet provider.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We can't leave. They got us by the balls and by the titties. And
that's the
labia.
That's the whole basis behind no monopolies.
Yeah.
For somehow they get away with it.
I don't know. Because there is AT&T, says, oh yeah, well AT&T does offer technically. They do offer a service.
But it's so shitty, so you're not going to do it.
Or there's, Sure West dial-up or whatever mom and pop thing. Yeah. They're running they have one modem in their garage and they're just running a bunch of extensions.
The hamster wheel running.
Yeah. Got the golden retriever in the garage running on the big hamster wheel, cooking up some internet bandwidth for everybody in the neighborhood. But, yeah.
Yeah, that is a pain in the ass. When I called Verizon for something the other day, and it took me forever to even get through to somebody. And then it was I got to somebody, and they basically said, no. That was it. I was like, what?
That's not I don't accept this answer.
Yeah, so I said, what? You're supposed to know. Well, I don't know. Well, can you send me to someone who does know? I don't know who would know. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Huh? Are you working now, or did I call you at a bad time? What?
Yeah. And then the audacity, did I answer all your questions? I said, no, you haven't answered one fucking thing.
I hope it gave you good service. No, you actually gave me the opposite of good service.
It was terrible. It was fucking terrible.
Or the worst thing is when they have to transfer you around, and then you have to repeat the same fucking 5-minute spill every time, 2 or 3 times. I'm like, come on.
So I call back. So after I got that, I don't know, person, I called back, got somebody different, and they said, "Oh, you know what? I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's not our department." So they sent us. This is this department. So they sent me over there. So I did the same thing, and they said, okay, I think I could do that. Yeah, actually, no, that's not my department. It's the sales department.
Oh,
which is where I started. I said, I started with them, and they sent me to you. Yeah, well, that's on them. I'm going to send you back over. Yeah, it's not our department. I'm like, what the fuck? Does anybody do anything around here?
If I worked there, I could see a scenario in my early 20s where the game would have been who could transfer the most calls on a shift out of I'm sorry. you're in business sales. You actually need to be in consumer sales. Let me get you over there.
Yeah, let me get you over
just
there.
hold the line real quick, and I'll transfer you on over.
It's almost like the meow game and the Super Troopers.
Super Troopers.
Meow.
Nah. I'm sorry. Are you saying meow? Do I look like a cat to you? Do I lick milk from a saucer? I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Actually, I didn't watch it too long ago. It still
holds up.
Still gives me giggles.
How can it not? They're just fucking around, just being dumbasses.
Yeah, something that we would do.
It's just good and nice and silly. Who doesn't like a little bit of silliness? Oh, man. Well, I say we don't push our luck anymore, Cerny. We should put a nice little bow on this episode. We gone and done it, and the Comcast overlords didn't take it away from us.
We haven't signed out yet.
That's true. We shouldn't speak so soon. But we do have the COVID vaccine approved for 6 months to 5. What is it? 6 months to 6 years old. Whatever the.
I think it's 5. Yeah, 6 months to 5.
So my son can get it, who's 3. So that's very good and exciting now that everybody feels like they're over it anyway. But it'll be good to have some defenses for the little ones out there for sure. But make sure you vote. Wear a mask if you want to. Probably not a bad idea. Get all your boosters, all that good stuff. Still wash your hands, and try not to have Comcast internet if you can help from it.
That's him too. Yeah, if you can't, if you have a choice, that's reasonable.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
Try not. But Time Warner and all those ones are probably just as bad.
Yeah.
Whatever all the other internet providers. We're screwed. Google Fiber, I guess, is the only way. It seems. Google Fiber is the only way. But until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.